俺はランディウス。俺は英雄なんかじゃない。
Hey everyone, this is Nitro. In this video, I'm going to be doing the first 4 SSSS level trials. So we'll begin with the first trial, where the time law here is mobility plus 2 and everyone is immune to mobility reduction effects. Alright, so the enemies in the north, there is 1 Lancer enemy and 3 infantry. So Landius for sure, right? With Royal Cavalry. I just need someone who can take down the Lancer and I'm good to go. And that someone can probably be Lena, really, right? So Luna, Lena, Tieris, you know, I don't even know if I need to bring Leon. So let's just replace with Liana and get started. So why, given the extremely high mobility, right, I just want to avoid getting hit by the enemy Lancer, and that's it. So I'm gonna send, oops, I sent Landius forward first, so he doesn't get his usual buff. So he's missing a bunch of attack. Ah, that was kind of careless. Oh well. Whatever. Not the end of the world. So I'm just gonna move up, everybody. And then I might as well miracle up so that Landius has more buffs. Main point of that was to increase the number of buffs Landius has, because the only buff I don't want to lose is the healing light from Tieris. All the other buffs can be lost as long as I don't lose that. Oh, but in the first place, looks like I don't even get attacked by those Cyclops because the other characters move first. So there we go. And the crystal molders activate their guard skill, which takes all damage for friendly units within 2 blocks. So that makes them very easy to kill. Let's have Lena. Range attack. Right. Lena didn't do that much damage because she wasn't at full health. Okay. So that was slightly my fault. So I'll follow up with a second attack. Okay. That finishes off the crystal molders. And then Landius should have no issue clearing what remains of the enemies at this point. Again, I'm going to just stack as many buffs on Landius as possible so that the roar is less likely to remove the key buffs. So now Landius faces against these damaged enemies, kills off all of them but the Leviathan. Roar removes 2 buffs from Landius. I don't know which 2. One of them was definitely his talent buff. That's why his attack dropped to 1255 here. But I kept the most critical buff of Healing Light, so that I'm continuing to heal between battles. Not that they're doing much damage to Landius anyways, with cavalry soldiers and all that, but yeah. Why don't I toss out the heavy sanction? I was hoping it would kill them. Didn't quite happen. Come up there and shot. And turn. And turn. And counter-attack to finish off these 3 remaining enemies. Probably could have used Leaden, now that I think about it, but oh well. Right, Leaden with Righteous Duel, because Righteous Duel cannot be removed by Roar. In any case, this works out fine. A clear is a clear. Moving on, SSSS Trial 2, when attacked, damage dealt increases by 100% and damage you take decreases by 50%. So once again, relying on the tanks to counterattack kill all these enemies. There are a whole bunch of ranged enemies, so why don't I actually throw in Sophia this time around? Right? I don't even plan to really attack them unless I'm using AoE attacks. So Sophia's Healing Light could be quite useful here. And I'm going to actually bring Shapheniel rather than Luna, because Shapheniel can faction buff and also AoE strike these enemies. Okay, so there we go. Let's begin. Once again, the biggest problem is the cuttlefish with the tentacle, but it shouldn't be an issue, I don't think. Why don't I start with Shapheniel moving up, and then Landius faction buffing, and then I'm gonna move Tiaris up, which is gonna be a miracle. Right, and then regenerate. And finally, Liana joins the line of characters, and I'm just gonna end my turn. So with this huge line, and Sage's Hat on Landius so that he can't get stunned, the Cuttlefish shouldn't be able to pull anyone out of Landius' guard range of 1. At least I hope not. Let's just see what happens. Yeah. So they tentacle Tiaris right next to Tiaris, and so she remains exactly where she is. Oh, this Gargoyle is going to actually attack my Sophia though. But Shrine Maidens keeps her alive. And finally, Landius gets hit by Roar from the Cyclops. No, kind of whatever. So let's peace of mind now. I'm going to start by probably attack blessing on Landius. And let's have Shapheniel toss out the Heavenly Sanction to start. Next up, I'm going to act again, Shapheniel, and heal up these two a bit. And then Rewind will allow Shapheniel to launch out another Heavenly Sanction. Convenient. I mean, realistically speaking, if I'm being perfectly honest, you could have just as easily used Rachel, right? With her arcane, with her 2 AoEs. But yeah. Shapheniel also provides the faction buff for all these princess characters. So either way works, I guess. Now Landius kills them all off. So, SSSS Trial 3. When hero is ranged class, unit's normal attack range increases by 2. Let's see, there's a bunch of ranged enemies here. One here, one, ooh, a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. Okay. I'm gonna pull back initially and then let them come to me, right? And I'll bring Ledin instead of Landius. Leon, Tieris, of course. Liena is fine, and I guess Sophia to round out the party. Okay, here we go. Alright, so to start, what I'm going to do is I want to make sure the cuttlefish pulls one of my healers. So I want it to move 3, tidal surge, move 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Something like that. So why don't I have Ledin activate his Divine Guard right here to start. And then I am going to regenerate him. Have Tieris. Probably apply Miracle. Right. So let's have Tieris Miracle up here. And Healing Light Ledin. Leon can move up. And Liena can choose to Gospel Ledin right away. So the Gospel is so that these Hellfire Archers cannot be healed effect on my Ledin. Alright, so Sophia gets tentacled, but she doesn't get pulled due to Ledin blocking. Also, the Shrine Maidens reduce that damage to very, very low amount of damage taken. Alright, so now let's have... Let's see. Why don't I start with Tierra's attack blessing on Leon? Okay. So then Leon can run down, Chivalry up, and attack this Flame Skeleton. So down it goes. And then I retreat a little to attack the next Flame Skeleton. So I can move 1, 2, 3, and then it takes 2 movement to move into a Swamp tile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that works. And let's act again. Leon to go after the second Flame Skeleton. And I'm going to use Assault here to make sure I can kill it. So down it goes. And retreat back. Ledin now moves up and activates his faction buff. And I'm gonna have Sophia rewind and Sage's Hat Ledin. So Flame Skeleton, the second one, gets to attack my Ledin, right? Probably get cursed, but due to Gospel, it doesn't kick in. Didn't get cursed there, but most important thing is it didn't kick in, right? Even if I did get cursed. So Ledin, Healing Light and Regenerate, keeping him healthy. Against all these attackers. So why don't I have Leon Chivalry up here and Assault the Flame Skeleton to start. Move back. Now I can attack the Archer, so I'm going to act again to do so. And have Ledin activate his Divine Guard again. And I'm just to make sure that I can kill the Archer, I'm going to attack blessing my Leon. Firebrand Snipers gets taken out. Leon moves back. And I get to regenerate
気づかないうちに
Ledin this way.
ごめんなさいね
Mage General, Fireball on Ledin. Not enough damage to kill him. And now Cuttlefish kills itself on Ledin. And the Merfolk Warrior or Merman Warrior will kill itself on Ledin as well, leaving just the Mage General, which Leon will finish very easily. So I'm just gonna
人
Gospel him for the extra attack, because I think
了解
Chivalry has worn off. And there we go. And then we're on SSSS Trial 4. Time Law. After taking action, all units have a 30% chance of acting again. This Time Law again. I'm not a fan of this Time Law. Okay. I am going to use Ledin, but I'm going to use Ledin with his Righteous Duel instead of Divine Guard. Just so I can pull one of these archers into his range. And other than that, the same party can work. So why don't I
了解
start with Leon using Chivalry and Assault on this Dark Elf General anymore.
準備完了です
And retreat back. Next, let's Righteous Duel
正面突破
on this archer. And next,
ご命令を
I'm going to act again by Leon.
ご命令をこれが私の信じる心です
準備完了です
Let's have Sophia regenerate Ledin.
これはあまり使いたくないですよね
And finally,
準備完了
let's miracle up everyone with Tiaris.
終わらないよ
And then Leon will attack
準備完了です
this Leviathan, who has nowhere to go. Firebrand Sniper kills itself as planned. And now Ledin with the Righteous Duel gets to rip up all of these enemies. So it is pretty convenient, I have to say. Not required, in my opinion, the skill, but it's nice to have. I really could have done this without Righteous Duel, but given I trapped the Leviathan, right? But it's fun to play with the new skills. Alrighty.
了解
So,
そうだはい
行くぜ
そうだ
why don't I start with Attack Blessing on Leon
まだ終わらないよ
and have Ledin melee attack the
もう
or
私
again act again, whatever. I was going to have Ledin finish off
準備
this
完了し
infantry general, like so.
了解
And now Leon
はい
準備
can
完
strike
了です
twice. But first, let's rewind.
これはあまり使いたくないですわね
準備完了で
Alright,
す
so Leon with his Chivalry
抵抗はするな
and Assault.
準備完了です
If I don't kill it, I have Act Again from Liana. But I kill it. there we go. That should be the 4th trial, right? There we go. Yes, the 4th trial. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you found this video useful to you. Nitro out.